Hello everyone, hope you are doing good. In today's video, we are going to talk about a company which has been there for ages and it's one of the most reputed banks in India, and it's none other than our own Karnataka bank. So, in this video, how I want to do is I just don't want to get into the fundamentals and kind of analyze the numbers. Rather, in this video, we will focus on how the company is currently positioned, what is the stock price movement, and how the profit and the stock growth looks like in the upcoming years. So that is something which we will derive based on the news and insights, updates from the management, their plans, the growth plans. We will just look at them, analyze them, and see what's the way forward. Let's go. So, Karnataka Bank has been there for 100 years. It's one of the leading and reputed banks in India. It's basically a mid cap bank which is very much undervalued. If you look at the PE, you can understand it's 5.81. And regarding its valuation, we have already discussed this. Like it's having a higher book value, and the price is very much lower. The current price is trading lower than the book value as well as the intrinsic value. And this is a company which has been giving consistent profit with an increasing profit over years. Like last 3 4 years have been fantastic, and it has also posted a good quarterly results in the recent quarters, and it's been doing well. And looking at the stock price of this company, if you see, it's already rallied for one phase, and the price has been like increased from this 120 level till 220 level till the month of August last year. But after that, for the last 2 quarters, it's been a period of a bit dull moment, where the stock price has been trading a bit flat. So in this video, we'll see like why so, what's happening inside the bank, and we will analyze the current price movement and see how they are positioned in the next 3 to 5 years. Okay, let's first look at the main reason why the stock price is not, shooting up as expected and trading very flat for the last couple of quarters. The major main reason for that is happening is that the NPA is nothing but the non-performing asset of the company, and that has been increased in the last quarterly results, that is Q3, in comparison with the Q2. And that is one of the major reason that the price is not kind of shooting up, as it has put the asset quality under pressure. So I will explain it with the screener website and the chart and the quarterly result. If you see here, in the quarterly result, the gross NPA has been increased from 3.47 to 3.64. Net NPA has been increased from 1.36 to 1.55. And even the year on year comparison, uh, the percentage has increased from 3.28 to 3.64. NPA is nothing but the non-performing asset. So amongst the money or interest we are expected back from the customers to repay, the portion of it what we have not received from them for some period of time, so that we classify as a non-performing asset. And this non-performing asset is a very important and key parameter for any bank's performance. So the more it increases, definitely it's a negative sign, and that's how people will see it. Um, and that is one of the main reason where I see that though it's a very much undervalued with a very low PE, the price has not increased significantly. So the another reason why um, it has not rallied much in the last 2 quarters is Apart from this one reason, if you see the other banks, there are a lot of banks which have been doing well in this particular area, that is reducing the NPA, and also they are also in parallel increasing their deposits. So people have got a lot of good options with respect to the number of banks available. So that is why I kind of think that people who are kind of invested in the bank, Karnataka Bank, might have started showing interest in other banks because there are a lot of options available. So that is why the buying percentage might have not increased as per the expectation, and that is the current position of this stock at the moment. Okay, now let us look at the what are all the key plans which and initiatives which the management has been taking to address these issues, and also how they are seeing the bigger picture in the next 1 to 3 years. So let's look at the first item. Their main plan is to reduce the NPA. So the company is targeting to reduce the gross NPA from 3.65 to 3%, and the net NPA from 1.55 to 1.2%. So this is their immediate target for the next 2 quarters, or basically 6 months. So over a period of time, they wanna reduce it as much as possible. But this is the very immediate target to bring it to the levels of 3% as well as 1.2%. And talking about the other plans of the management, they are looking to keep the return on equity as much high as 14 to 60%, sorry, 14 to 16% in the upcoming years. And if that happens, and that would be a good number as well. And talking about the advances, so currently it's positioned at 69,700 crores gross. So in the next 3 years, the company is looking to achieve the target of 100,000 crores. So that is their long-term vision to make that happen by 2026. So this number and target also sounds okay. Let's also see the other updates and way forward plans. So I gathered all this information from the quarterly result of this company in the last quarter, plus the couple of interviews given by the CEO Sri Krishnan, who has taken over the management role from the for the last 1 year. So let's look at the other points. So currently in this year, the company is raising the capital of like some 1,500 crores fund, which is probably a good sign because they are raising funds to increase the better operation and the better function of the bank. And you might have seen in the news that those who have those who are following the news regularly, you might have seen that they have just recently carried out a QIP of 600 crores. So likewise, they are trying to achieve this 1,500 crores in patches and get this amount, as a target for this year. So regarding their CASA, that is 33%, and they are looking that to be constantly growing, though their major focus of business is on the lending side. And whatever funds they are raising, obviously the next point is the company is looking to invest in the technology, the technical aspects, digital banking. In that way they would kind of do the faster and effective transaction to the customers, and basically basically improve the customers experience. So the another next plan which the company has in pipeline is improving the collections. So I understand that they have formed a separate team for make speeding up the collection of repayments, and that would kind of that is in focus to reduce the non-performing asset percentage. So there is a plan in place for that aspect as well. And finally, the other assurance which the management is giving is they are they are kind of taken a old new loan book and then using it as a new loan book now, and it's a management change. There is a restructure happened in the book as well as the company. So I see a bit of pause, a bit of time for the company to settle down and achieve these targets. I think that is why they are in this flat and slow phase wherein you don't see that price significantly shooting up. Let's say if the intrinsic value is 390, it's not just gradually increasing on a monthly or quarterly basis. Rather, it's been trading flat. However, provided these numbers, whatever they are targeting, if they are able to achieve it, definitely they are in the path to reach the valuation which is expected. Finally, let's discuss the conclusion, like what we can do with this situation. So what I see happening is, I think most of the people are holding the Karnataka bank shares and kind of in a dilemma, like whether to sell it because it's not rallying much, or whether to look forward, or take up some other companies and invest. Especially there are a lot of banks which are doing and performing well. So definitely, yeah, so my intention here is to kind of share the news and insights, and we have to see how these numbers are getting achieved in the upcoming days, and accordingly one can take their own call on how to strategize their investment in this company. uh, I would rather not do any buy or sell recommendation. Rather, I am trying to make the information and news and the growth strategies as much clear as possible, so that one is equipped enough to take up the decision. So what I will do in this stage is track the management numbers. So for example, they have given this targets, right? In the next 2 quarters, they want to bring down the gross NPA to 3 and net NPA to 1.2. So let's see that whether it's reducing. If it reduces, it's a good sign. I see the price might pick up. And if in case in the Q4, let's say the NPA is further increased, then definitely I see there might be a bit of slowdown in the price, or there might be more people who would start selling and looking for some to invest in other banks, at least for some period of time. So because it works more majorly based on the sentiment of the people. So if you see here in this company, there are a lot of other things which are extremely good. The way it's growing, the numbers profit are good. So it's just the people sentiment that they see the NPAs or better in other banks. So that's why the stock price of this company has been bit muted. So what we can do is, let's look the NBA for next 2-3 quarters and see if it's reducing. So accordingly, we can take our decision. Then long term, just see the advances, deposits, and see how the growths are, right? So and there are also newses coming up, like they have added some more branches. I think around some new 15 branches they have recently added. So I think the other growth aspects, they are performing very well. So if we kind of see the improvement in the NPA advances and deposit in the coming days, I don't see any problem with this bank. And if just they are able to achieve what they have said in their management meetings, I think I don't see any reason why the price cannot touch that levels of 350 or 390, which is the current intrinsic value. So let's look at this from a long term perspective. Let's take step by step, like look the growth for another 6 months, then 1 year and 3 year. And definitely it's a stock for long term. So if you are expecting to give the profits overnight, I don't see it's happening at this point of time, because of the new management and the flat phase we are in. But rather in a long term, with the numbers growing, I see there will be some good growth, provided they are able to stick to these numbers. So this is my analysis, and this is what I might look at with Karnataka Bank. And if you have more insights and inputs, please do share. And if you like my video, please subscribe and support my channel. Thank you so much.